on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We about to build.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Dolphins at 7-2 here on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Our
first carry for Najee Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And for a while when this play's open, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Fix the Eagle! Fix the Eagle! Go, Eagle! Go! Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted.
And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
18 Rattler.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Dolphins 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Mustang 19.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Trap 50, trap 50. 19 wide. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
2nd and 4. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Let's go now. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash Bronco.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Deputy Ranger. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Miles Jack. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Hands it off out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Hey, check that. Street.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and see who that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go. 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70. Check contact. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Come back, team. Head the street.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Check pass, check pass. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Nothing 19. Hey.
He'll drop to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Come on.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They'll try and run with Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this returnable for Hill. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Cougar 19.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
Warriors 70.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And past the 30 down to about the 27. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Extra point early and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 9 now. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
79 Broncos. Trap 50, trap 50.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll set up a throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 3. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 15. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. This is Harris. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Come back in. Come back in. 18 Robert. 69.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice.